So who's turning themselves in today? Okay. You have your license on you by chance? Perfect, thank you. And what's the open PCA for? We don't know.
It's
Specialty 15, I copy
I'm assuming it would be a fraud charge.
Fraud charge? Okay. We'll just wait and make sure that it's actually confirmed and then.
Yes, I called earlier, and the assistant for the attorney called and talked to Sheriff Fowler, or it started with an F, I can't remember now, here.
Oh,
And
okay.
he filled out or whatever, signed it. It was needing the signature is why it hasn't, it's supposed to have been done back in June.
Oh, wow,
And
okay.
we've been waiting, we were told she couldn't turn herself in until it was done, so we've been sitting and waiting.
Okay.
And then got here last night, we drove over 12 hours to get here.
Oh, wow.
Joanna traveled for over 12 hours to turn herself in regarding a fraud case. But, to understand what brought the matter to this point, one must go back several years to when a new board of directors began reviewing the association's records.
Myself and actually 3 other board members were just elected in the election at the end of October.
Okay.
And we uncovered a lot of irregularities pretty quickly.
In funds?
I'm the treasurer, yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, so you were elected at the end of October, found some irregularities in the funds.
Yes, we actually started to uncover some issues before then. We actually had a change in the officers of the board prior to the election. This was in August.
Okay.
And Michael was actually appointed president.
Okay.
And the prior president was removed from that role,
Okay.
as was the vice president. And shortly thereafter, we fired the community association manager.
Okay.
And that is the person that we are pretty confident
Did it?
absconded all the funds, yeah.
Okay, so the funds, did everybody have access to those funds?
No.
Or was it just specific people?
Just specific people, the treasurer and the community association manager. Now, Michael, well, as president, he signs checks.
Okay.
But those are the 2 folks that actually had access to the funds.
Okay.
And Stephen, the treasurer, if I could.
The treasurer before you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. If they quickly realized the office was in a total disarray. Checks had not been deposited.
Everything was out of
It
order?
was a mess.
Okay.
And then the election happened at the end of October, and we immediately started reconciling the books. And part of that reconciliation involved the credit card.
Okay.
And there had been no transactions posted related to the credit card, so we started going through it, and that's when we found that she had been charging thousands and thousands of dollars.
So that was our first thing, was making sure that we got that office operating. And then in trying to go back and put the information into into our accounting system, we were told, well, the credit card stuff was all just gross numbers.
Right.
And not the individual transactions.
Okay.
So then when we got a hold of them and started looking at them,
That's
well,
why.
yeah, I mean, $2,200 to essentially a property manager thing, that's probably either rent
Personal
or
rent.
And
So what's the span of all these transactions? What does it range
From
from?
the time she was
March.
put into the position of, no.
Was it
The transaction started in November
Yeah.
when she opened the credit card.
Which was when was November what, 2020?
2020.
So since November of 2020 until now?
Until
August.
August 20 something.
Okay.
Yeah, until we
So from
kicked her out of
November
the office.
2020 until August
Towards
2021.
the end of August 2021. Mhm.
Do we have the amount of transactions made? What's
Oh,
the
yeah,
total?
I've got
So numerous different transactions made in different locations?
thousands of transactions.
Thousands,
And
okay.
Facebook payments.
Okay, thousands of
Wire
transactions.
transfer. No, the total is 115,000.
115? Okay.
Yeah, it's not small money.
No, it's not. So thousands of transactions made in different locations. With the credit card, right? Do we have the credit card number and all that information?
Well, she took the credit card with her, and the credit card company, the account is closed, and they will not give us that information, but they said when Charlotte County subpoenas, they'll
Okay.
provide that information.
Gotcha.
I did have the treasurer's, because not only did she use her credit card, she used the treasurer's credit card. He never had access to that credit card.
Stephen. Okay.
Yep. She had it and told him it was locked in a desk drawer, and she was actually using that credit card.
Okay.
And the payments, the way she was paying the credit cards is also part of this too, is she would do electronic transfers out of our various, two of our accounts, one of which should have never been touched. And so as soon as the card came close to the limit, she would do an electronic transfer over to it. So.
But what in fact actually happened is, and she was doing multiple payments, and she was using a very rarely used bank account.
Okay.
It's kind of like a reserve account, so it wouldn't be detected as obviously. So she would take money out of the operating account and out of this reserve account and pay off the credit card. Well, that was the last piece of it that I had to reconcile and go through, because there were multiple payments every month. We found out there must be another credit card that she's created fictitiously that has
Okay.
nothing to do with Deep Creek, because there's another 40,000.
An account of some sort.
Well,
Okay.
I think it's a credit card, but
So Dawn, which is the community association manager, her alongside the treasurer were the only ones who had access to this credit card or were able to do transactions. Nobody else was able to do transactions.
nope.
No? Okay.
And her supervision was supposed to be the then president, whose name was John Bones.
Okay. So does he know about this?
No, he was relieved of his position.
And have we spoken to these individuals? Or can we for sure say 100% that it was them that did these transactions?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
No, it was Don Marie, it
Oh,
wasn't Steve.
Okay.
Steve didn't even have access to the
Yeah.
card.
Okay. So he didn't have access to the card. So this is all Dawn.
Yep.
Yes.
At this stage, the management board believes it has identified the individuals who directly use the accounts. However, this remains a statement provided to the police. The investigation must still verify the transactions and determine whether any other parties are involved.
Okay. And Dawn Marie Frank, she's the only one that had access to this card?
Yes,
Okay, so she would have been the only one to do these transactions?
yes.
And these transactions were done in various different locations?
Yes,
Yeah.
there were multiple what appeared to be personal transactions, groceries, rent payments, and then it appears that she may have created fictitious accounts with Facebook Marketplace and Google Play.
Okay.
And she actually charged $21,000 in Facebook payments.
Okay. So the total of these payments is how much?
Roughly $115,000.
Okay. And have we spoken to Dawn since she's been dismissed from the
No,
committee? No?
no.
No, so she has no idea that this is going on?
No, she
Okay.
was relieved of her duties. She was fired.
Gotcha. Okay. Is there anybody else that you guys know of that may have been working with her, may have been doing this with her, or do you think this is just her by herself?
We have no way of knowing anything for
Okay.
sure, but what we can tell you is that her role as the community association manager was very shielded. All of the activities that she did by the president, the vice president, and another director. And that's also in my notes to Sergeant Guyton, or the Economic Crimes Unit.
Okay.
So we have no proof of that, but, you know, the inability to look at credit card statements, the inability to look
Everything
at...
was private.
Everything was private and was authorized by the president and the vice president.
I was on the board at the time, and I asked for access to some of this financial records and was told no by the then current president, John Bones, which is a clear violation of Florida law because the board members are privy to all of that information. Yes.
And he just, you know, when the treasurer, from what I understand, the former treasurer actually asked the same thing. You know, I'm the treasurer, I should see the bank statements, I should see the credit card statements, and the president told him no.
Told him no.
And
So these transactions that Dawn made, they could only be authorized by the vice president or the president, or was she allowed to do these transactions without any authorization?
Well, she had authority to,
Okay.
set up auto payments and do regular, normal operating activity.
Gotcha.
But what, in a perfect world, what would have happened is the accounts would have been reconciled every month, and so you would have seen that.
You would have seen the
activity.
yeah. Okay. So clearly somebody was not doing their job. That's from my understanding. That's why. Okay. All right. So besides everything you've told me, and I can see all that documentation that you have there. It's all separated for the detective already.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, great.
And I've also provided a zip drive with the spreadsheets on it.
Great. You're prepared. Awesome. So is there anything else you wish to add, change, or delete from what you just told me?
No, just that we'll certainly make ourselves available because there are a lot of transactions, there's a lot to go through, so we have tried to make it as easy for the person that's going to pick this up and start working on it. So we're absolutely available to help.
These irregularities were referred to investigators. Years later, in July 2025, Joanna Howe appeared at the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office to turn herself in regarding a fraud case.
All right, so yeah, it is in there now, because I was gonna say when I typed her name into one of our other systems, it didn't pop up, but I didn't go into what she just said, Zerker, so it's in there. I'll search you when we get out by the car.
The only other thing I have is just a letter that I was gonna send to my aunt.
Okay, do you wanna give that to her?
Yeah, she can
Keep it? Okay,
that way it comes to her.
okay, all right, I'll hold it for you.
When I walk out with you guys, or is this where I need to leave her?
You can
I'm just
walk.
parked out front.
Yeah, that's fine. You can walk out. I'm gonna put her in handcuffs. She has to go in the back of my car. We have to drive just around the circle and then bring in what's called the Sally Port, and that's where they're booked. Yeah. All right. Let's have you turn around. When we get out to the car, I'll just search you real quick because they're gonna try not to. All right. We'll go out there and then I'll pat you down right at the car, and then we'll get you right over there, and they'll get you out of the handcuffs.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, no weapons, nothing, no drugs, nothing's gonna stick me or poke me. Okay. I'll just have you stand right here. I'm just gonna pat you down real quick. They're also gonna pat you down inside the jail. But if you bring anything inside with you, it's an additional charge, okay? So, nothing in your pockets. Okay. In that pocket.
I do sometimes put gum wrappers in there, but
I gotcha, okay.
Arrest records indicate that Joanna Howe faces a charge of a scheme to defraud involving property valued at $50,000 or more. However, the body cam footage does not provide full evidence explaining how investigators linked her to transactions discovered years ago. In your opinion, which detail in the record is the most notable?